It's a good day, man. It's such a good day. I cannot believe that the copium, actually turned out to be real. I was seriously doubting that this was going to be anything substantial because it's like I've seen it so often and I've become so jaded to these announcements that I thought it was going to be either a gotcha game announcement at best and a pachinko machine or an art museum at worst. That's what I legit thought this news was going to be. But it turns out earlier this morning, it was officially announced in issue number 33 of Weekly Shonen Jump's magazine that Black Clover Season 2 / sequel is in production. It is incoming. Now, there is not much more information besides that. However, there is an image going around in the, community right now, circulating, and this is apparently a leaked image from issue number 32 that showcases what the anime adaptation is going to look like. Extremely excited. I cannot wait to see certain things finally animated in the anime. But with that being said, though, let's discuss this. So, as promised, I would keep you all up to date if there was any information that came out, like any information that Black Clover's coming back or not. I told you if it was good or bad news, I was going to make a video. And here we are. It is actually good news. And you know what? No, it's great news. Because it's not just the fact that it isn't a hint at potentially a return. It is an actual official announcement that it is coming back. Because, as I discussed in my video last week, there was a possibility that this announcement could announce either a movie continuation, a season 2 obviously, and potentially a rebroadcasting of the final arc of the original anime. And I talked about that, not going to get back all into that, what that means, but basically there was possibilities. But this is honestly the best news we could have gotten for Black Clover. Like, this is a 10 out of 10 roll. It's like rolling a nat 20 on a, 20-sided dice. Like, that's what this is. We got the best possible roll. And it's like, it seems like the sacrifice for the Black Clover mobile game was for this. A soul for a soul, so to speak. And it's a good day. It's a good day to be a Black Clover fan. So, what do we know? Well, at this time, like I said, we don't really have much more information besides it being announced. And if I had to take an educated guess, it's not going to be for a while. Like, if I'm going to assume the earliest it's going to come out, it's next year, summer. That is the earliest I think it would probably come out, and here's the reason why I have that suspicion. There was an anniversary. I've talked about it already, but there was an anniversary this year for Black Clover. That was a pretty big anniversary, and there was basically next to nothing that came out for its anniversary. And it would have been a perfect time to announce an anime continuation. And the fact that there wasn't an announcement for an anime continuation at that time means that they were not ready to show anything, which means that the production of Black Clover's Season 2 is probably very early. I could be wrong. I'm not an insider. I don't work at the studio or animators that's working on it. But I'm assuming that at the time of the anniversary, unless there was really bad marketing, could be both, there just was nothing to show for it. So I think production is so early on, it's going to be a while until we actually see it. But some news is better than zero news. So we take our wins when we can get them. Now, with that being said, I don't think we know exactly who is animating it. I don't know if it's the same studio, same staff, and everything. I have no idea. If it has been revealed, I haven't seen it. And if it has, do let me know in the comments below, and I'll do any form of follow-up videos if I have to discuss it, if there is big information that does come out. But for now, like I said, the only thing we really got is like this key visual that we got in the magazine. So, we know it's coming, we know it's real, it's not fake, but that's pretty much all we got. We don't have a release date. We don't have a staff listing from my knowledge. We don't have a studio listing. But, yeah, Black Clover is real. It is alive and well. They are not putting this in limbo for a decade. It just took 4 years. And that's something I want to talk about. Black Clover's anime has been gone for 4 years. That's a long time, man. Like, the anime and manga community was so different back in 2021. It was. Like, it was at a time period where we had the COVID fans coming into the community. It was before they fully came into the community. It was like at that final tipping point, so to speak. And I think that Black Clover is going to be coming into an age where the anime and manga community is just so different. But also, it's a product of an old period, an old era. And I'm glad to see it coming back for we can discuss it once again. There's a lot of people that I have not seen in years discuss like anime and manga just reappearing on my social media feed, on YouTube, discussing Black Clover, which just goes to show how significant of an announcement this is, that it's not a small series. Like, I've talked about this before, but Black Clover was rivaling My Hero Academia for a long time. It was its rival, and it's nice to see a series getting appreciated again, and a series coming back, and people talking about it again. It's a good feeling. It really is. Now, one thing I do want to mention before I go any more into that subject is that we don't know if this is going to be a long-running, a split core, or anything like that. We just know it's a season 2. So, if I had to take an educated guess, this is not going to be a long-running anime. I very much doubt that. Like I said, long-running anime is, a dying breed of an anime type series. So I just don't think it's going to happen. It's probably going to be about a 12 to 24 episode season 2, and that's pretty much about it. So don't look forward to potentially having a long running like we used to. Now, back into the other stuff though. I will be transparent here. Those that have been with me for a while already know this, but there's definitely a lot of people that have joined the channel and started watching me that might be completely unaware of this. But at the beginning, when Black Clover first became a manga, I'll be blunt. You can find videos of it and me talking about it, but I didn't like Black Clover. I hated it. Oh, I clowned on it. Like, oh yeah, I clowned on Black Clover a lot. But then, time went on. Years passed. I kept up with it here and there, didn't like fully read it, dedicated. I just kept up with it, like just seeing what people are saying. And eventually, I sat down and I decided to just read it. Just actually read it. Give it a full chance, put aside biases and everything, and just read it. Come to find out, I really liked Black Clover. It was a good read. It was. I wouldn't say it's like a 10 out of 10 best series of all time, but it was a good read. And my opinion over the years has changed. Like, you know, back then when it first started to where I'm at now, I appreciate Black Clover for what it was. It is a very different product and different timepiece. It's like a time capsule of old shonen series, and I miss that. I really do. It feels like, you know, it's one of those series you would experience back in the early 2000s and early 2010s, which technically it is from that time period a bit, but it's sad you don't see as much as that anymore. It's a very different type of manga now in comparison to what we get nowadays. That could be a good or a bad thing depending on how you see it. But anyways, I've grown to appreciate Black Clover, and I'm glad to see it return. And I'm glad to see that there's just so much positivity about it. It's nice. I'm happy for Tabata. I'm happy for the fan base. Cannot wait to see what happens next. Once there's more information about this, I will cover it. Obviously, I will talk about it. I'll let you all know, keep you all up to date on it. So do look forward to that. But for now, I'll leave the video there. So if you want to get notified for whenever there is more Black Clover news or any other news for anime and manga and stuff, do leave a like and subscribe to, to my channel. It does help me out a lot. But be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.